It's Ray Give TV.
In the block.
Let's get right to it.
The president, Donald Trump, did away with Larry Hoover's federal sentence. He had 6 life sentences. 6 life sentences. He got rid of that. Nevertheless, Larry Hoover got, the next day he was sent to the state. He had been in ADX, I don't know, 20, 30 years, 25 years, some shit like that. And the next day, he got sent to the state. Soon as he hit state custody, because he got 200 years over there, he's still serving. He got 52, 53 ain't good. He's eligible for parole, right? They dropped the alleged snitch paperwork on Larry Hoover. Some shit, some paperwork from 1968. They drop on Larry Hoover. Boom. Larry Hoover told on these 2 gentlemen who, I ain't gonna say allegedly because I talk to the gunman, pulled up to the school and tried to gun Larry Hoover down. Name is James, what's his last name, baby? What's his name? James, the shooter. James Highsmith. Okay, so a couple days ago, when I see the content, it hit the 100 side of Clubhouse. I had one of my readers come in there. Believe it might have been Ebony was the reader this time. Reads the content. This is the first time I'm hearing it. I'm just hearing that they got some snitch paperwork. So I'm thinking, you know, it's some real paperwork. You know, I want to see the docket number so I can get it to the exposers, Prince, Lavish, and Ghost, and we can do our due diligence to cross references and make sure it's real. This Larry Hoover we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So when she's reading it, I realize that it's a newspaper clipping, right? So I did put something up on my Instagram that told people at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be addressing this, that, and other. People get mad because of the clip I put up. The clip I put up is what people are alleging that Mr. Hoover has done. So they take it like, WACK, you promoting something against Larry Hoover. No, I'm letting you know, just like if it's a concert or if it's a party, hey, we're going to be over here for this reason. Those of y'all that want to join and y'all interested in this, cool. This is why I posted it up. I had to post up what I was talking about because a bunch of people might have known what the hell I was talking about. So I go on Clubhouse after I leave No Jumper. I think No Jumper was over at 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm on Clubhouse on the other side. I had a reader read it, and this is my first time. I hadn't read it. People just sending me, yo, this is Larry Hoover's snitch paperwork, Larry Hoover's rat paperwork. So I hadn't read it, hadn't looked into it. I hadn't even sent it to the exposers to start digging on it, nothing. So let me hear it, address it, and it's best that people hear what my real, natural reaction to this is. So that's how it went. People's mad. Me personally, I stood against the paperwork of calling Mr. Hoover a rat. Said this is newspaper. It's not court documents. Boom, okay. 18 hours after that, 1090 Jake ain't going for it. You know how 1090 is. You know he got a little whack hate in him, just a little bit, but you know, I don't say nothing. 1090 doubles back. He takes the same content and takes it upon himself to go do the research with the Chicago Tribune. He goes back to the newspaper in 1968 and finds the story. 1090 runs the content. You can go over there and check it out on his page. He run the story. GD, the leader of the GDs, could this be the rise and fall? This they doing him like they did Big Meech. As soon as he get out or ready to get out, they dropping snitch paperwork, this, that. 1090 taking his place. He letting people know, hey, listen, homie, I don't care what none of y'all talking about. Don't come put no pitchforks in my chat at me because I'm running this content on Larry Hoover. And he says it, you know, based upon what he sees, he calls Larry Hoover a rat. Okay. I think it's a little more personal with me and 1090. I think he really slighted me, taking a shot at me, because he know I was the only one that said that I thought Larry wasn't a rat, that I didn't stand with this, whatever was in the newspaper. So 1090 goes and finds the other newspaper that reported on it. Said this, said that, said this, said that. Can't nobody tell 1090 story better than 1090. Y'all got to go over there and check his content out once you're done over here. Okay, I respond to it. I've been getting hate. Yo, WACK, we think you created the newspaper clipping to put it up so you can have something to respond to. First of all, I got a million trillion things I can talk about when I want to talk about them. I don't need no clout. I bring the clout. I am the clout. I'm King Clout. I'm the cloutest, and I'm clouted the fuck up. All right, so I don't need to do none of that. Right? I see it. I react to it, like a bunch of other people do. I just don't work this thing like, you know, other people do daily. Now, I will tell you this, right, on another note. Underground rappers, YouTubers, struggling YouTubers, bloggers, me, Flacco, and a few other people. I've been in talks, believe it or not, with Charleston White and Big Homie CC. I gotta see how it work out. But definitely me and Flacco in the next maybe 3 to 5 days will introduce something to you guys that you guys are gonna like. We're gonna help y'all. It's a great program for y'all to help you guys get some light, be seen, and we're gonna let you utilize our platforms to help catapult you guys. So that's coming. Flacco don't even know. I texted him this morning, told him I had some business. I gotta go over this thing with the queen because she puts together the deck for these things. And it'll be accessible for you guys on YouTube. It'll probably be a paywall to the situation. I gotta figure it out, but we gonna get to it. Let's get back to this Larry Hoover thing. So I guess through all the back and forth, I'm getting some hate from Chicago. People saying, WACK, why you all in our business? I'm like, check this out. Ain't nobody else in Chicago speaking up for the brother. So I'm utilizing my platform to shed light on what I think is right. 1 minute they say, WACK, you use your platform to attack our people. The next thing, y'all talking crazy because I'm using the platform to defend our people. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the WACK hate train. I don't know, right? I think I probably need to challenge myself to see if I can start rebuilding and redefining myself to make people like me more. I don't know. Do I care if y'all like me more? No. As long as the queen is by my side with that good, and 100 side is by my side, and my team is by my side, the rest really don't matter. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I got about 20 minutes of raw recording from the actual man that popped the cap, and the one and only Larry Hoover. He covers everything. He talks about who ratted, who didn't rat. He talks about what he claims the fame to be the only person or the first person to do. And guess what, y'all? It wasn't over after he shot Larry Hoover. Oh, they ran into each other again. Oh yeah. In the penitentiary when Larry Hoover was at his strongest. Y'all gonna really trip out when you hear how this went down when they came face to face. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lesson in this. So what I'm gonna do, I don't got my laptop with me and all that fancy stuff. The queen ain't got it with her, so I'm gonna thug this out. I'm gonna grab the other phone. I got permission and consent to record the brother. Shout out to my man Big Fave, Long Beach Insane, who put it together. The brother's calling him looking for me, and he got him to me because he know he always has a direct contact to me. So all I gotta do is hit play, baby. Wait, don't start it yet. Right there. Your speaker up top. This is perfect. Damn, you got ass. Jeez. I wonder if that's why old boy shot Larry Hoover behind something like that. I should have asked him, huh? Yeah, nevertheless, yo, let's get the subscriptions up. I need the people, I need 500 in here. We at 314. Share it, let people know, get them thumbs up, them likes, get them subs up, and then I'm gonna let this rip. I'm gonna let it rip because it's a Saturday. And I have to feed the people the content to react. When y'all gonna start giving me my credit? Y'all need to start calling me Mr. Reactor because I'm the one that feeds y'all the content. Somehow, some way, if you pay attention to everything y'all be hearing, my name is intertwined or tied up in somehow, some way. And because of that, it allows other content creators, other bloggers, YouTubers, whatever you want to call them, it allows them to have content to react to so they can put it up on their page and they can ultimately get paid and get their money. Okay? Follow the queen, R_ANN_B. Follow the queen at RNB, R_ANN_B. Also, my media team. Clubhouse TV, Ray Gives TV, Clubhouse Shenanigans, The Answer. Y'all want it first? Y'all want to know where it come from? That good old Clubhouse content. I got Ray J coming on later on Clubhouse to spill the beans some more. And I've been telling y'all all this punk shit about Suge, but y'all didn't want to believe me. Y'all didn't want to believe old WACK. Now the dudes is getting mad and they coming out letting it be known. I told y'all. Parquet butter, I told y'all about that. We told y'all about all kind of things. I told y'all why he got the 28 because of those phones, and they was gonna take his daddy and sister and niece to jail because of what he had them doing on them phones. I told y'all about all these things. Told y'all but no gun nails, a walkie-talkie. I told y'all the only reason why Suge doing 28 because he was scared to take a fade. I told y'all all these things, but y'all didn't want to believe old WACK100. But the minute these dudes get mad, they want to tell y'all the truth. They like, oh, did you hear? Shout out to my man Tata, Dago, Emerald Hills. I see Reggie has unleashed him. Pay attention to Bomb First. I have convinced Reggie to hold a few things in hopes that Mr. Knight go sits his ass down somewhere and leave this man alone. You know what we know. You know the things you've discussed with Mr. Wright, and you've already took some losses. Your attorney friend that you was telling us is your bottom. I ain't gonna say the word you was calling her because I respect her stepfather. Shout out to Tweet. She has since sent a letter to your fiance Toy letting her know she would no longer be dealing with any of your legal matters. See, she was just being nice. She was just being nice to you. You took that and served that like you did knock this young chick who's an attorney and you got some type of control of her and you guys are a thing. Now you done lost her. Reggie didn't expose personal things that I'm not gonna say about uncles and mamas. Is getting crazy. Now, Reggie got that content over there and everybody gonna say that's where WACK got that from about Pac, what happened in jail. He ready to press play. I'm telling him not to do it. Now, Ray J, on the other hand, he got Baby C Styles over there with him from 19th Street. Baby C Styles got them two dudes that you had them deals with, them two young men, and you was doing things with them you shouldn't have been doing with the fellatio side. I don't know if I said the word right or not. I think I did, maybe I didn't. But y'all know what I'm talking about. But right now, y'all about to hear a conversation that happened 3 hours ago with WACK100 and James, what's his name? Highsmith. Is it James Highsmith? You sure? James Highsmith, the shooter who popped Larry Hoover at the high school. Yeah. We're going to let it rip. Like, subscribe. Let's get it going. I promise you guys I'm going to start working this page more. I've been busy doing things, doing that, doing this. 600 been out of pocket doing things, but we about to change the whole format of this. Again, subscribe, put your notification bell on always. Bloggers, up and coming bloggers, up and coming YouTubers, up and coming rappers. We are about to dedicate this whole page to a movement for you guys, to help you guys get off the ground. I'm going to use my light to put light on you. Flacco's going to join forces with me. I got a few other people I got to reach out to who I think won't have a problem. And we're going to help some of you guys catapult your careers. Maybe, expedite you a year or two. Maybe we can get you there in 30 days or 90 days. But be ready to invest in yourself. In the meantime, between time, live conversation with WACK100 and the brother that 1090 Jake said Larry Hoover snitched on when he shot him in 1968. TJ, we support. Appreciate your support. Super chat, $49.99. Appreciate it. So here we go. I started to keep it to myself. R&B said the people need to hear it. I ain't never going against the queen. And let's let it rip. All right, so listen, let this be clear. I'm on the phone with some individuals from Chicago. Not just individuals, but one of the individuals that was involved in this shooting that happened with Larry Hoover, where people are running around with the narrative that Larry Hoover told on these individuals. So I'm gonna let the brother speak and tell me if there's some truth to that, no truth to that. My disposition is newspaper article is not looked at as legal documents, so I've been standing against it. So I'm gonna let the brother speak, let y'all know who he is. We all see the names that was posted on the internet about the shooters, and he gonna tell us what his facts of how this situation went, what they are. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, my name is James Highmith. I was the shooting cause it's not alleged. I did do the shooting and I did serve time in prison. But it wasn't at the behest of Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover never told me. Matter of fact, there was over 100 people in the hallway, so there wasn't no way everybody knew I did it.
Now, I want to make that part clear. Out the gate, the shooter, Mr. James Highsmith, just said it was a bunch of people in the hallway. Larry Hoover never told on him. Let's keep it rolling.
They didn't need Larry Hoover to tell. First of all, and secondly, and more importantly, is that it wasn't the whole narrative that the newspaper had and a lot of people was repeating in a lot of books never did happen like that. Lil Longstreet wasn't with me; he was down the hallway. Did nobody tell me to burn that van? Two girls came and told me that they was coming down there to jump on me, but I could have left. But I had a pistol, so I waited for them, and that's what happened.
Okay. He said the other individual that was named in the newspaper article, where they said he told James burned Larry Hoover, said that never happened. Dude was way down the hallway somewhere. He said 2 girls told him they called Larry and them to come jump on him. So instead of leaving, he had a pistol, so he waited on them to show up. And when they showed up, he got busy. Let's keep it going.
Got you. So y'all had y'all personal issues, regardless of what it was. You was a shooter. It was a bunch of people in the hallway that probably gave description or probably knew who you was or saw whatever it was they saw. But with you fighting the case, Larry Hoover was never a name that cooperated against you, is what you're saying. I'm saying that plus he couldn't have never cooperated with me because I already pleaded out. You know, and the paperwork is that Larry Hoover never made a statement, period.
Now, he further goes on to say, Larry Hoover never made a statement on him, period, and he pleaded out. Wasn't no statement there. Let's keep it rolling. Again, supporting what I thought happened, that with this whole newspaper article, they putting what they want to put in there. Remember, man, like, information to tear you down. They try to do it to me every day. If I wasn't a strong individual I was, I'd have been around off the internet. But listen, my support system, my mental, it don't matter. Let's keep it rolling.
That's what your paperwork read. My paperwork wasn't no statement made by Larry Hoover, so it wasn't no paperwork period. Got you. Now, another thing is, because I'm going to be real, brother, because this is dangerous waters for me, but I feel like I got a platform and I've done time before. So when I see things and hear things, especially when we speaking about somebody such as Mr. Hoover, who is who he is, who is a pillar, who is part of this foundation of what we call blackness, right? From where it came from, what it was, and what it is today. I use my platform to fight back. Now, I get a lot of backlash because they say, yo, WACK, this Chicago business, a GD business, why you speaking on it? I said, well, I'm speaking on it in defense of the brother, right? If I didn't speak on it and let people run amok with it, you know, ain't no telling how big the lie or the fire might grow. So I'm speaking to you because you are, I consider my triple OG, one of my elders, right? I'm pretty sure you had conversations with your people. Is there any issues with how I've been handling this situation? Actually, I'm not aware of anything, but I just appreciated that you were saying that if this happened over 57 years ago. 2 young men. I was 18 and he was 18. We was caught up in the times and the events, and it wasn't no real animosity towards him and I because him and I grew up together. But the fact of the matter is that people are using things that happened that they weren't born, they wasn't around, they didn't know anything about, and they had their own meanings and ideas, whatever they motives are, ulterior motives are, it still don't reach the fact that it's affecting true history, and it's affecting the fact that this man has spent over 52 years in prison, and if he ain't cracked before then, what made you think he cracked back then? Yep.
So what he's saying is this. Let's pay attention to Larry Hoover's character. If he ain't cracked in the last 52 years and told on a bunch of people to free himself out of prison, what makes you think he was cracked because he gonna snitch because he got shot? Right? He's saying the man was known for standing on this gangster. Now, in his up-and-coming conversation, I'm going to ask him if he ran into Larry Hoover. What happened after the fact? Because it was 18 when this happened. I don't know. Larry Hoover didn't go to the penitentiary till 5-6 years later. He went to jail and got out. But he also ran into Larry Hoover in the penitentiary. So what we have established is that Larry Hoover's, the one that shot him, is saying Larry gave no statements. Larry did not tell on him. The other dude never told him to burn Larry. Two chicks let him know Larry was coming up to the school to jump him. He had a pistol, so he waited. 1968. Nigga James was strapped. You hear me? Y'all, I bet not hear none of this. Lil Durk started this gangster shit. Nigga. James was strapped in 68 at the high school, homie. Strapped. What? They finna come holler at me. I'm strapped. Probably had him a 32, 5.6 shot. You know what I'm saying? A little rust on it, a little tape on the handle, but he was ready. Let's keep it rolling.
It's a fact. He's been fighting for his right for 52 years. He's been a stand-up, strong, powerful young man that's been an inspiration to a lot of people, including myself. So I'm telling this to say this, that to build the man up, to build up crazy stuff, you understand, black people, is our duty because this man, our leaders was born, we didn't appoint our leaders. We're not going to allow no one else to appoint our leaders. He was born our leader. And what we have to do is we have to support it. And propaganda, they done took every one of our leaders, every one of our celebrities, and they done, what they do is they destroy them. And we support it. That's a fact. So what we have to do is, as black men, and as brothers and sisters who have been in the struggle out here, have been struggling from the beginning, it don't make no difference with you a Stone, Disciple, Vice Lord, Blood, Crip, or whatever. We was all in the same boat. And the fact of the matter is, man, this man right here should be honored just for the fact that he survived this. No, that's a fact. That he survived this. He done took a hit all the way around. I mean, losing, wasn't around for his mother's death, wasn't around for his brother's death, wasn't around to raise his children. And you gonna tell me that we as a people, I wouldn't give a damn what it is. He earns his space in history as one of the strongest brothers in Chicago.
Now, once again, shout out to Hip Hop Council, 1999 Super Chat. Shout out to my man TJ, 49.99 Super Chat. So one more y'all out there. I miss you, but I'm going to find him and give you a shout out. So now, he's pretty much saying Larry Hoover should be commended, honored, and respected for his struggles and the things that he's done for the city of Chicago. And by right, he's one of the top people in Chicago that people should honor. Let's keep it going. That's a fact. I respect that. I salute that. The brother on the phone, again, this is the brother that was one of the shooters who did time, right, for that incident with Larry Hoover back in 1968, I believe it was. And he's saying he pled out. Larry Hoover never gave a statement. It was a bunch of people in the hallway. It was at a high school. So that never... I believe that it was the first school shooting on the book. Yo, not only is James, what's his name again, baby? Highsmith. Not only at 18 in 1968. What? They coming to jump me? I'm not going nowhere. I'm strapped. Not only was he ready in 68, James Highsmith is claiming, I did the first high school shooting. Only I was defending myself. I didn't come up there popping no innocent bystanders. I popped what came up there to do something to me. A lot of y'all may say, why he didn't squabble up? Hey, listen, back in them days, them niggas was playing with knives, brass knuckles, bumper jacks, crowbars. Listen, the girl said, 2 niggas coming up here to get you, James. James said, I ain't running nowhere. Nigga, I got this trusty 32, and I'm popping something out if you come up here playing with me. And now he claiming that the first school shooting happened in Chicago. Was Shy racked that in 68? Let's keep listening. Yo, you know what? You might.
May I correct one thing?
Yes, sir.
He wasn't one of the shooters. He was the shooter.
Oh, so it was only one shooter.
The brother they speak of is Long Street. He was down. He was in the school, but he wasn't there. And he didn't do a thing, Ken.
So you the only one who went to jail?
I'm the only one when our case got settled, and the reason that he was able to get acquitted was that he was not at the scene when the shooter was shot. He was down the hallway, and he didn't never shoot nobody.
So once again, we got a newspaper article again that's trying to sway everybody to something that's further away from the truth. This is why I was telling them I can't stand on that newspaper article. It's not a legal document to me. You know how we've been watching the mob. We watched the mob for years pay people off. You know what I mean? So the story read the way they wanted it to read. So I'm glad we clearing that up. It was one shooter. That's the brother on the phone now. The other gentleman didn't do a day in jail that they mentioned it. He's the one that went to prison, did the time, and Larry Hoover never gave a statement against him. He copped out, took a plea.
That's right.
How much time did you do for this? I'm listening.
They gave me 1 to 5 years of me being a damn fool. I did 4 years and 6 months. The only reason I didn't do the whole 5 years is they came up with a new law of 94 and 6 months release.
Got you. Now, this nigga James, what's his last name, baby? Highsmith. You like that, don't you? James Highsmith. Hey, he was a gangster. Well, let me keep this playing because I just said he was a gangster. And we just pointed out that the newspaper said the other dude told him to burn him and he was charged, which in fact he was not charged. That's a lie. He never told him to burn him, never told him to do a day in jail. Now let me let y'all hear what else the newspaper lied about because I don't think he was a gangster. Stay tuned.
Hey, Wack, let me say this right quick. The brother on the phone and the brother they talking about in the paper that told him to shoot, that brother couldn't have told him nothing. He was his own man then, at 18, and he had his own followers. He couldn't have told him to shoot nobody. This man on the phone we speaking of now is a real legend in Chicago, and he's part of a program now that helps the brothers in the street, school, helps them do a lot of things. So he came full circle in his life, and he's somebody I look up to tremendously.
Wow.
I love Larry with all my heart.
Well, I'll tell you what, brother.
The newspaper article is so long. I have never been a member of the East Side Disciples. Never.
The man just said he was never a member of the East Side Disciples. Now, to some of you bozos who asked to come to my podcast, who asked to come sit down with me in the 22-ster, pay attention. WACK is going to try a tactic. Watch what the OG do to me. I'm going to try to get it out of him. He say he wasn't part of the East Side Disciples, so we want to know what you was a part of. Watch his play. Okay, so what did you represent back then, if anything?
I was never a member of the Disciples, period.
Got you. Got you. OG, he said, I'm telling you what I wasn't a member of. I ain't going to tell you what I was a member of. I fuck with OG. Yeah. Hey, that's the way you supposed to handle that. You get what I'm saying? We gonna ask. If you answer, that's on you. The OG is teaching you. This is the real OG right here. And I'm going to tell you, I'm just not calling him that because he waited around and popped Larry Hoover. I'm not calling him that because he went and did 4.5 off 5. I'm not calling him that because he here clearing up Larry Hoover, although they was ops. I'm going to let you continue to listen to him speak and let him hear and tell you what it really is today. and what happened when he came face to face with Larry Hoover. Let's go. Yo, but I'll tell you this, brother. I got your direct phone number. I want to tap in because I hear you got an organization to see how we can tap in. We got diaper companies, Incredible Diapers, which is our diaper company, partnered with Floyd Mayweather, Nick Cannon. So I don't know if you got, teen mothers or mothers up there that maybe need some assistance. We can ship some of those things up there. And let's just lock in, bro, because as of now, every time we hear something about Chicago, it's about a rapper, somebody got killed, this, and that. I know it's way more to it than just that. So let's lock in. I got a few brothers, JoJo Capone and my brother Promise, that I've dealt with over the years. But let's expand the growth and lock in so we can all share each other resources, man, and educate one another, because even on this phone now, it's growth. I got my comrade who's from Insane Crip, who called me with the brother on the phone from up top, who got you on the phone. So it's even working now. This is how it's supposed to work.
Right. To give myself a plug, I'm James Highmith. I'm the director of Project Include Violence Prevention Program right now today.
Now let me ask you a question. Have you spoken to Larry Hoover since your incident? Have you guys ever ran into each other?
Since we play basketball almost every day in Stateville.
So you did time with him?
In jail. And every time you got a chance through his white window, what have you, I get messages. And I also had the privilege to talk to him since he's been locked down.
There it goes there. So not only did he shoot Larry Hoover because they was coming to rush him, he did his time, maxed out, right? Now he doubles back and lets it be known the man that was his op did not tell on him. He could have let the lie live. Now he lets us know he has an organization in Chicago helping the youth, helping the community, and him and Larry Hoover ran into each other in the penitentiary in the later years. And how did they deal with it? They played basketball together against each other. And since he's been home, he has spoken to Larry Hoover on the phone. So face to face, wasn't no more violence. Larry probably realized, nigga, we was coming to get you and you did what you had to do. And now, all these years later, because they kept their friendship and their respect intact, this man, he didn't have to do nothing. He's 70-something too. He could have laid back. This man found a way through my comrade, Big Faye from Long Beach Insane, to get a hold of me, that try to clear, not to try to clear Mr. Hoover's name. Let's keep it going. Don't get no better than that. Man, I appreciate your time, Big Faye. I appreciate you as always, comrade. And I tell a lot of y'all, I met Big Faye on the battlefield. We met fighting each other. Our crews fighting each other. We've grown to what we grow to right now today. So I urge everybody, hey, listen, man, don't just see the wrong in somebody. Look for the good in somebody. Have a conversation with them, and you never know what it might lead to. And now it's been shit, babe. Would have been damn near, 20 years later.
Let me say something else while I get off this. It's amazing how black people can take one wrong and don't remember all the good. If you got a brother who has been so instrumental in the change of so many lives, even if he had made a statement in 1968 when he was 18 years old, how do that affect the things that he didn't accomplish from that day all the way to today?
Well, the world we live in, and I told somebody this. I told him this about gangbanging. I said, listen, here's the downfall to that. You can do a million things right. The minute you do that one thing wrong, It offsets everything. And this is why I tell the kids it is not a good investment of time to go in that direction. It just doesn't make sense, but that's what that is. So with us doing what we're doing, our children, grandchildren, family members, we're teaching them to go another way. Eventually, it will phase out. You know what I mean? Eventually, it will phase itself out. And long as conversations, as long as relationships and these type of conversations are happening amongst us, right, across the globe, it ain't got no choice but to phase out because we're going to be the one to make the final decision anyway. And we probably need to start having these conversations about some of these old-ass rules that was put in place by somebody that was in the 8th grade with a 5th grade reading level. It's a fact. You know what I mean? Because what it stood for and what it was ain't what it is today.
Hey, Wack, and let me interject this while we talking about Larry. His whole vision and the reason they keep him is because he wants all of us as black people to do what the Chinese are doing. They shop with each other. They enrich each other. They don't buy Jordan. They don't buy $300,000-$400,000 chain. They enrich each other. That's his vision. And that's why they keeping him down, because we make up 16% of the population in the United States. But we're the #1 in spending in the economy. So if we spend just with us, and that's his business, he done touched millions and millions of lives. We got people that he done put through law school. That's his vision for us to unite and stop attacking each other. That's why they're keeping him locked up.
Well, listen, I do know this. I do know this. Shout out to Kanye. A lot of people scrutinized him when he put that damn MAGA hat on that years ago. And I talked to Kanye and he said, brother, I'm doing this trying to position something for Larry Hoover to be able to come home. Right? It may have took some time, but we see the federal thing has been wiped away. Now he's in the state. You know, I'm telling people the 200 years, I see it, but the brother has 52 years in. I do know the last time I thought I heard he had a board date of 2028, but even so, before then, we need to start the petitions now. We need the letters of those families. We need those families who know their sons and daughters and nieces and nephews who took a different turn because Larry Hoover started screaming growth and development instead of the other thing, and they were able to say, you know what, I'm going to go another way. We need those letters. We need emails. We need blog sites. We need things set up so people can send these things into. They've set up a petition for Tory Lanez. Shout out Tory Lanez. We need a petition set up for Larry to free Larry because he has his one obstacle to fight to come home. The brothers in the 70s, and if we get these things going, we show the demand from the prominent people, not just the streets. We need the churches, we need the ball players, we need the rappers, we need the teachers in the schools. We need everybody to see the good in this movement to chime in on this, and that way we can put some leverage on the political side of Illinois, and they see if we can get them people to expedite letting this brother go.
Thank you for that, Wack. And we have over 5,000 phone calls with the governor's office. And we have over 5,000 petitions sent to the governor's office about free Larry. I would like to send you one so you can see what we're doing. And everybody's calling in. Everybody is signing. Everybody's sending something to the governor's office for clemency.
Well, listen, get that to me. Get that to me. You got my word. You got my word. I'm going to use everything, all the resources I have, and we're going to spread that, and we're going to try to heighten that, and let's see if we can strengthen that and let these people know that, you know, hey, we mean business.
Hey, right. So you got a brother here in Chicago, and we love and honor things that you do, just like when the brother James read that, he said, man, he liked the way you talk. He felt the honesty and the vibe. That's what he was telling me. And that's the way James talk all his life. That's what he talk.
Oh no. I know. I know what I'm dealing with. I heard the brother when he said I only came home 6 months early because it was a rule. So I know what I'm dealing with. Those that come from that and that looked into themselves and fixed themselves, right? He don't know how to do nothing but speak his honesty and speak, his side of the truth. But get that to me. We're going to help spread the word of that. I'm going to hit all my brothers, the academics, no jumpers, the Black TVs, all my brothers that got major platforms, and we're going to ask them to extend their respects to help spread that, and let's see if we can strengthen this thing. I mean, let's continue to grow. Let's keep the faith. And free Larry Hoover and for those youths, or those people in that state facility. I'm gonna give y'all something that somebody gave me, right? There are do's and debts to those before us. We must remain a stronger warrior for the ones to follow. The mission is to move forward. To get there means not to know how far to go. Everybody in the facility that Larry Hoover is in, that man shouldn't have to open the door. That man shouldn't be questioned. That man shouldn't have to do nothing, man, but come out, breathe fresh air, and do exactly what it is he want to do. I urge whoever those inmates are, those youngsters are, do the right thing and show some respect, because without that man, the doors you walked through wouldn't have been open.
Salute and listen to all you brothers, man. I really respect you. I really respect what you did, man. Thank you for this union. And let me say this, I've been on 14 years. I did 32. And because of people like James Highmith opening the door, he used to be my supervisor when I first came home. He said, come on over here, I got a job for you. You know what I'm saying? And that kept me grounded. So I want you to know that we really following that blueprint of helping people that really need help coming home.
Well, I'm with you.
What y'all do, man.
I'm with you, brother. Give me those links, give me that information so I can start doing my part. I appreciate y'all.
Luke, I just sent it to you, Lucas. Send it to the brother, all right?
All right, Big Faye. Once again, bro, appreciate you, Big Faye. My comrade for life. All right.
Thank y'all for such a positive platform. We support everything you talk about, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right. It is all right.
There y'all have it. Right? Raw and uncut. Once again, my involvement in this, I heard it. I addressed it on the 100 side of Clubhouse. I caught some backlash. I didn't feel like a newspaper article was enough to tarnish Larry Hoover's name. 1090 responded to me, said he went and found another newspaper article from 1968. He read it. I responded back to 1090. And now the man who shot Larry Hoover himself found a way to find me through my brother, my Crip comrade, Big Faye from Long Beach Insane, a true general over there. And we had the conversation that you guys just heard, right? Free Larry Hoover. Again, somebody on that side, let's start a petition. And we can share that link. We can get that in front of the governor of Illinois. Show the people that, on the worldwide scale, Mr. Hoover got everybody's support. He's 70-something years old. He's been in there 52, 53 years. But this accusation of Larry Hoover himself being a rat is totally false. This is the man that shot Larry Hoover. He said you will not find any court documents stating that Larry Hoover told on him or gave a statement on him because he copped out, took a deal for 1 to 5. He then later on ran into Larry Hoover in the facility. And listening to him, he's claiming the fame. He did the first high school shooting. If Larry Hoover would have told on him, I think he would have got cracking, right? If Larry Hoover would have told, I don't think he would have been the one they set in that seat to rise to the ranks he rose in, which wouldn't have got him another 6 life sentences on the federal side to be head of a criminal empire. So don't none of this math add up. The only math that adds up is that Larry Hoover didn't tell on this man. And that's the man that shot him, did the time, and he's still here today. He's an activist in the city of Chicago, state of Illinois, doing his thing. So, and once again, he said the newspaper reported that he was from a certain gang that he ain't never been from. So right there shows the credibility of what the newspaper's talking about. It's no different than me doing something and they saying, yeah, WACK100 a Crip, shot such and such on the 1300 block of such and such. That automatically eliminates who I really am, because I ain't never been that. So there you guys have it. All you YouTubers, all you bloggers, you know what y'all gonna do with it. Send a few people back, man. Don't stop hating and at least say, hey, go on over there to WACK100's channel. Shout out to Dynasty Grove for the $1.99 super chat, and go follow the 100 Show. Once again, you underground rappers, YouTubers, I'm coming up with a system so we can share the light to help you guys expedite your climb up this ladder. Follow R_ANN_B. It'll be some instructions over there. Follow _ the 100 Show, right? It'll be some instructions over there. Follow my Exposure Squad, Ghost 1, Lavish, I believe 216, and Prince. I can't remember your shit. And follow my media team, okay? Ray Gibbs TV, Clubhouse TV, Clubhouse Shenanigans, and The Answer. Y'all follow my media team, and the rest of y'all can catch me on the 100 side of Clubhouse. Me and Adam had a real heart-to-heart Thursday. Tap into No Jumper, 12 noon Pacific Standard Time to catch that segment. And I just went and sat down with Vlad, and it got a little different up in there. I don't know when Vlad gonna release, but that happened Thursday as well, right? Y'all go over there in Twitch land, check Ray J out on Twitch, right? And for those of y'all who wanna invest in yourself, you ain't gotta spend a bunch of money. The Dental Club, go follow it on Instagram, DENTO Club. They're down in Cali, Colombia. Great place to visit. They had you out of there 3-4 days. I turned into a vacation and stayed 7-8 days, enjoying the Queen and the scenery. Found me a driver, and I was all up in the mountains and places they said I wasn't supposed to be, but I tapped in and tapped in and tapped in, and it was cool. Y'all go follow the Dental Club. They get you all the way straight. Kill these United States prices. 80,000 and 60,000. Shout out to J Supreme 713 for the $1.99 super chat. Dental Club, I had you out of there, your whole mouth like 6-7 racks. Porcelain veneers, right? They just did my bottoms, but my tops got done on Rodeo, cost me 30. The bottoms cost 3,300. So you know you gonna leave there with your everything you need, and you could turn it into a vacation. Some of y'all want to invest in yourself, invest into your smile. Go follow Dental Club on Instagram. Put hashtag tell them WACK100 or R&B sent you. And they going to show you some love, give you some discounted rates. They probably going to throw in 3 days of free hotel. I think that's what they told me. If you tell them WACK100 or R&B sent you, they're going to cover the first 3 days of your hotel. And the hotel's connected to a big old mall. And in this big old mall is where the Dental Club is located. So check this out. We back to the 100 side of Clubhouse. In the next 3 to 5 days, I got to get with Flacco, get with the Queen, create this deck. We're going to come up with this thing. Again, let people know, you underground rappers, you YouTubers, guys that really, how do I get noticed? How do people know I'm over here? I got good content. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? I'm going to open up my bag of resources, and we're going to share some things, and we're going to let you come over here to our platforms where people can see you. We setting up what it is. It'd be a small fee because it take our time and our effort and our resources, but it'd be well worth your while. We will definitely probably in the time frame of 90 days expedite you 12 to 18 months. This is a fact.
Premium content. Y'all heard it right here on Ray Gibbs TV. Shout out to Larry. Shout out to WACK. Shout out to James, man, coming on and clearing that up. You feel me? Everybody keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock. You already know, but until next time, it's your boy Ray Gibbs. I'm gone. God bless. Peace.